Will inflation affect printers and printer ink? Stay tuned because today that's what we're going to be talking about. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. And today we're talking about inflation in relation to printers and printer ink. And what I suggest that you do given the current information that we have. This is going to be a short video, but I do want to mention that if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, comment below. Also, this video is sponsored by the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. If you're not able to print a certain color, you're printing choppy or faded prints, this is a product you're going to want to consider using on your printer before you go off and buy a new printer. You may be able to save yours. So there's going to be a link in the description below. There are also instructional videos on this channel showing you how to use this product on a wide variety of different printer models. So make sure to check that out. Link below. It's on Amazon, so you can get it very quickly with Amazon Prime shipping. So hopefully this will save somebody their printer and all the money that goes into the ink and the printer itself having to buy a new printer. You can save yourself the hassle and get yourself the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. All right, so November 2021, the numbers have come out for inflation. And it does appear that inflation is affecting a wide variety of different products, all the way from real estate, all the way down to consumer goods. And it is reaching the printer market and the printer ink market. Along with the shortages that are happening, this all is going to contribute to inflation in printer ink and printer prices, if it hasn't already been astronomically high, especially with printer ink being very expensive. However, that is going to be increasing some amount due to the current inflation. So what do you do about that inflation? We know that inflation is increasing, and that is increasing the price of printers and printer ink. That is already a fact. We know that it is happening. There's very little we can do to stop it. So what I recommend is there are a few different options. The first option would be, this goes back to the sponsor of this video, the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. If you currently already have a functioning printer, it doesn't have any error codes except it may be not printing a certain color, printing choppy prints. One of the best options is to save yourself from having to buy a printer in the first place. And so what you would do is you would get the Best Printers Cleaning Kit, follow the instructions I gave you earlier in the video where I talked about, you can go on my channel page, go in the search bar and look up your current printer model. And with that, you can solve your problem and you can save yourself from having to buy a new printer. You won't have to buy new ink. The only ink you may have to buy is for your current printer. So that's the first option. The first route I would go is to figure out if you're able to fix your current printer if you're looking to buy a new printer and get into some of these higher prices. Now the next option I would give you is to buy a printer that is significantly less money than the current one you're looking at. Maybe it has some of the same features but not all of them, because you can always sell that printer at a later date on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of places you can sell printers used, get your money back, and then buy at a later date. Since we know that printer inflation, the prices of printers are very high. So I would also add a note to this is keep track of the current pricing of the printer that you want. Go shopping, go on Amazon, go to the brick and mortar stores. Many times you're going to find more printers online than you will in stores. So keep track of the price. It's going to be pretty high right now, and you may have known the price previously and now it's gotten higher. Keep track of that one printer price at the different locations, and then buy yourself temporarily something that is a lot less expensive but still will get you by with the current workload that you're going to put on the printer. Maybe you decide to go with an HP Envy or a Canon TS model, which are a lot less expensive than the HP Smart Tanks or the Epson Eco Tanks. You may not want to get into those printers right now. You may want to downgrade temporarily and still get some of the same functionality but spend a lot less. And then once you see that price coming down to something reasonable, maybe it's after the holidays, maybe it's in January when we see the supply chain shortages start to calm down and the holiday season is over. The prices will come down at that time, I believe, and that would be a good opportune time. But you can keep track of where the price was in November, December, and January. You see a significant decrease, and that is where you can make your purchase. And of course, sell your current printer. You got some usage out of it, you're going to sell it for less, but you were able to use it, you were able to save yourself that amount and whatever you used with that used printer. And ultimately that will save you from paying a very high price for a new printer. Now those 2 tips were for buying printers. Now I want to get into just one really quick tip about buying printer ink. When you're looking at a printer, you really want to make sure of the price that you're paying for the printer ink. The prices on printer ink is going to go up. However, you can save yourself from that inflation, and already there is a discount during normal times through remanufactured ink. There are some instances where remanufactured ink is not recommended, or I wouldn't recommend it, because there are HP, Canon, Epson, some of the printers, they're making it so that it's very difficult to use remanufactured ink. However, there are a lot of printers where you can still use remanufactured ink, specifically with the Epson EcoTank, the HP Smart Tanks, the Canon Mega Tanks or Super Tanks. Those are ink bottles. They don't require a chip, so it's very easy to use ink bottles that are remanufactured ink. I'm going to leave a link below to Amazon. I am affiliated with Amazon, so I do receive a commission when you do purchase through there. However, you are going to be able to look up printer prices, printer ink prices, and then look up remanufactured ink. Type in your printer model and then type in remanufactured ink. After you type in the printer model, that will pull up all the search results for all of the available remanufactured ink. During normal times, even when there isn't inflation, I recommend that, but during these times, that remanufactured ink price is going to be so significantly different from the OEM ink price, and it's the same ink. Believe me, it's the same ink. The only thing you want to be concerned with is sometimes the chip is going to be different, and there may be an incompatibility there. However, you really have to do your own research from that aspect. But I do know that the tank printers that I mentioned, you shouldn't have an issue with those at all because there's no chip involved. So those were just a few tips that I wanted to give for you to have a strategy against this printer inflation. If you're looking to buy a new printer or you're looking to buy new printer ink, here are some alternative methods you can use to save yourself some money on printer prices and printer ink prices. Of course, the easiest route to go is to keep your printer running for as long as possible, and you can do that with the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. You have that problem that is very common among many people who own printers, which is it doesn't print a certain color, it's printing choppy, faded, or it's printing blank pages. All of these problems is exactly what the Best Printers Cleaning Kit solves. So that is just one of the few options that I was able to give you. I hope that all this information is helpful to you and you're able to save money through this information. Now again, if this video was helpful, please make sure to like. If you have any questions at all, please comment below. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. There's going to be more content like this. I post videos reviewing and unboxing new printers that come out on the market, as well as current printers on the market. And so there's a lot of content coming on this channel, everything printer related. So use this channel as a resource when it comes to your printing needs. And I hope that this channel, that this video ends up saving you money and helping you out in the long term with all of your printing needs. So that's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.